Welcome to Into the Metaverse, the NFT Netwrk podcast. For those of you not familiar, we are a platform designed to showcase unique projects who aim to drive innovation on the Solana blockchain. We provide project verification, data tools, a launchpad, and other valuable assets that help individuals looking to innovate and achieve their goals. Today we welcome DeFi Land, a project that aims to intertwine the worlds of yield farming and play-to-earn gaming.
So the way we're going to start this off is we're going to kind of keep it as sort of an interview type thing at first, and then we're going to open it up to the general public to ask what questions they have. And everything that is being talked about today will be recorded just so everyone knows, and it will be released as a podcast on Audius. So let's give it up for DeFi Land. How are you guys doing, guys?
Hey there, sorry once again for kind of not making it on the time. I'm not sure, but our phone was kind of stalling a lot, so just kind of had to restart, but couldn't really join. Finally I got in, and just thanks for waiting this much. So yeah, thanks for everyone here. I'm really happy to have you all here. I'm Erwin, team lead of DeFi Land, and I'll be trying to answer all your questions you might have, and kind of make more clear what are we doing, what we have been doing, and what's the plan in the future. So yeah, thanks for having me here.
Awesome. So let's start off by having you guys give an introduction of what DeFi Land is and what you guys are looking to achieve for anyone in here who hasn't heard of DeFi Land so far.
So yeah, sure. So DeFi Land, so basically to give a background how we kind of started the DeFi Land as well. So I believe everyone who is into DeFi or NFTs has at least at some point tried to introduce it to your friends and family members, and it's really hard to them to understand how it actually works. It's really hard to convince them it's not a scam, it's not gonna fail tomorrow and stuff like that. So we really want to somehow change how people think of DeFi and how new users are onboarded to DeFi and NFTs, as well as how what the basically onboarding process looks like. And everyone thinks that you need to have a PhD in math to kind of have these understand all of these different DeFi protocols, as well as NFT wise, no one really believes on the retail scale. Why would anyone buy PNGs and your parents and stuff like that? So we really want to somehow change this approach, and we also didn't want to go and create just another game for DeFi, such as Axie Infinity, let's say, which is super cool, super popular game. We play it ourselves as well. But the problem with Axie is that at the end of the day, Axie players don't know anything about the DeFi or NFTs. They just know how to play Axie. So we really want to somehow educate and the retail users that the DeFi and NFTs are the real thing, and how they should use this. Because nowadays DeFi are mostly used by the power users, and to become a power user just takes a lot of hard work and research. So we thought that the gamification of DeFi and NFTs would make a lot of sense. And there is the inception definitely is coming from the yield farming. As in yield farm, you have seeds, crops, and stuff like that, and just yield farming associated with farming as well. And the farming game was kind of the first thing that came to our mind. But then we added different stuff, swaps, governance, again borrowing, and different other features as well. And as well as added some more gamification elements. So what the DeFi Land is that we're gathering all the different existing protocols to the same place, adding another layer on top of them, which is basically our game, and gamifying the experience for them. So basically, let's say whenever our game basically it's already launched and in the pre-alpha stage, it's in closed testing, and it's running already on top of the Serum and the Radium. It's running on Solana network right now. And let's say whenever you swap apples to potatoes in our game, you are actually swapping Slim coin into the Atlas coin on Serum swap, but in a seamless way. Or let's say whenever you go and just plant the carrot farm, you are actually doing the yield farming, and you are planning the step USDC farm in our game. So basically all the different actions are turned into more so the investment actions are turned into more gamified manner. You just kind of feels more kind of seamless for the non-crypto users how it actually works. It's really easier to kind of understand all the different stuff, as well as we have it's not only for the noobs, crypto noobs basically. It's also for the people who are really used to DeFi. So you have all the different protocols around you that's at the same place. you have quests and achievements. Let's say swap $100 10 times, and you're gonna get the achievement, and you're gonna get the DFL coins as well as the SRM coins for doing like these. Like we will be incentivizing using all the different platforms as well and exploring new features, as well as like there is no fee at all. So like it's just the same as you have swapped on Ethereum or just have done a yield farming on Radium. There is no fee at all. So that's really one big thing that we are happy. And also we will bring some NFTs as well in DeFi Land. So there are different NFTs. The ones that the decorational ones, players are actually able to kind of customize their lands and they change all the different stuff that they have on their maps, and also widget different friends. On the other hand, there are the NFTs that we'll be implementing already using NFTs as well.
Will it be necessary for someone to own a DeFi Land NFT to be able to play the game?
Yeah, basically, there's a V1 and a V2 for DeFi Land. V1 we are making totally free. So if you want to play the game and just kind of have this really cool interface and the experience, you're just gonna free. You're just gonna connect your wallet and that's it. But for V2, we will be going for the land sale. Basically, you will have to kind of own the piece of land to basically play the game. But like this V1, this all the functionality I'm talking about right now is going to be free for everyone for all the time. And V2 will be more like the battles, the crafting, and guilds, and different kind of stuff that we have seen other games as well. But also like the same kind of style, combination of the Clash of Clans as well as the kind of combination of different metaverse games you see nowadays. So we'll bring them that kind of experience in the V2. But for the V1, we're going to be having a lot of different mini games and all the different tasks and gamifications to kind of feel happy and to kind of feel more engaging with all the different protocols, not just like the boring swapping or boring just farming at all. And one last thing is I was actually going to say is that we are giving already existing NFTs a use case as well. Example, the CryptoPunks on your wallet, and you connect your wallet to DeFi Land, then you're going to see CryptoPunks actually walking around the village. They will be NPCs, they will be interactable, as well as they're going to give you some side quests as well. If you complete the side quest, which is so there's several mini games and several tasks, you're going to get the prizes as well. Like there will be we're kind of gamifying holding already existing NFTs as well. So it's just not like the boring on sitting on your wallet, but actually you can interact and just feel that in the game. So that's kind of quick, but not so quick sum of DeFi Land, but DeFi in a nutshell for sure.
That's awesome. Something that was very interesting to me about DeFi Land is how it kind of brings a way to gamify decentralized finance, and it kind of exposes people who haven't taken a big step into DeFi and exposes them to it. And one thing that I can see, which will be huge for DeFi Land, is the fact that it can potentially expose a bunch of people who aren't necessarily native to crypto, but are more involved in NFTs, and kind of bridge them into the world of liquidity farming and earning yield. So what is the barrier of entry for someone who's new to crypto and someone who just got into NFTs and discovered DeFi Land?
So yeah, basically it will be the same, I believe. So like the people who know how actually to trade NFTs and do all the different stuff, they just know how to use the wallets, but like nothing else about DeFi. So basically they are starting from the same base, but definitely the knowledge of how to use wallets and how cryptocurrency actually works is pretty big advantage. But we're making sure we are already working with many different language educational people as well who are actually teaching in the different schools or universities how actually crypto works. So like we are trying to kind of create X1.5 style with all the different animations, all the different tutorials. So like it just feels really, really easy to understand. So like we won't be explaining it like in every single detail, like which complex formulas these kind of liquidity providing the pools are using, like V3 or V4 and stuff like that for Radium. But like we will be making sure that the people actually understand what they are doing, and also like our main goal is to actually, like as you said, to onboard the kind of expose DeFi to the all different people who think that it's really hard to kind of actually do that and just do all different DeFi stuff, and kind of show them that it's really easy to kind of earn the same amount of money as the different degen farmers are doing or like stuff like that. So yeah, that's the main goal for us.
Right, because DeFi as it stands, like yield farming and liquidity providing, it seems very scary, and there's a lot of stories of people getting rugged on different protocols. So a lot of people are kind of cautionary and step away from it. So this might be a great way to allow people to get a little bit of skin in the game and into the world of yield farming.
Yeah, no, definitely. It is really scary. Like, and that's a very big question that not only us and not and DeFi Land are trying to answer. It's like, how can you get someone who has no traditional experience in crypto? How can you, present it in a way that will incentivize them to want to participate in this market, right? And after going over a lot of DeFi Land's content, hearing them kind of speak about what their goal and how they plan to achieve that goal is, and just talking about a little bit of the features, makes sense to think about the way that they're implementing things, because Lil Ape said it presents the markets and liquidity mining and yield farming in a way that isn't a bunch of numbers, a way that the average person who has no experience isn't being bombarded with a bunch of different terms that they don't really sort of understand. And if you do have skin in the game, like Lil Ape was talking about, it sort of incentivizes you to want to learn about DeFi down the road. So it seems like sort of the angle that DeFi Land is trying to take is gamification, and then sort of overall mainstream adoption, because gamifying it will pique people's interest and give them sort of a reason to want to understand how DeFi actually sort of works. So I just thought that was a really interesting thing to mention.
I appreciate that a lot. And like the one thing is that about the educational mode is that like people actually will be able to kind of play it and practice basically without any money. Like they will be able to kind of practice about it with fake money and just actually get, if I do this, then I'm gonna get these. Like they just actually try, explore, learn, and once they think that they have already learned all the different stuff and like they are ready to actually go with the real money, it's up to them, and they will be already having the knowledge, and they will be able to actually not be too scared to try because they already have tried with the fake money. It's like they know how it actually works. That's a really, really good thing that we believe that we're doing. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
I think that's a huge thing that you guys are doing, and I was even going to ask, are people going to have to risk money to kind of learn how to play? And I think it's great that you guys are kind of allowing people to use a test net type thing to do this and first start it off. A question I had for you, are you guys going to be marketing towards the average person who's not involved in NFTs and crypto? Is the goal to onboard people from the traditional world?
Yeah, basically we have like the our roadmap looks like this. So first of all, right now we are trying to get already existing users who know how, or at least have tried to interact with DeFi, and they just kind of get the idea what it might be. So we're kind of targeting those people to get the idea what they like, what they hate, like which features they would love to see, stuff like that. And once we kind of hopefully in several months kind of get the idea of what we would really want to build and we'll kind of get all the features done, then we will be kind of massively targeting the retail. So our goal is to kind of onboard the retail users really heavily. Some people think that we are kind of competing with Axie or all the different other games, but like actually not competing at all. Like we're actually helping their users to understand about DeFi, and kind of we're bridging them to the DeFi and they kind of turning them into power users. So that's our goal for now. So I believe, yeah, for now we will be targeting the people who know how actually kind of crypto works, and then kind of from the experience we get from there, we already got really really huge experience about the from the feedback and the bug reports that people are sending it to us. Like we are getting 50 at least a day. So that's really amazing for us. And yeah, once we can are confident about that, we think that we found really strong product to market fit, then we're going to be moving to retail and just try to reach them out.
Right now, is the alpha live, or when do you guys have a set release date for the general public?
So yeah, for now it's a kind of closed testing, and like if you get basically we're having sometimes several events, or if you're a really basically active person in the Discord or Telegram chats, you're gonna get the key as well. But we will be going for a public release of the game, public beta, I believe, like not the public first launch, but public beta will be at the end of the November. So our coin will be launching nearly in the middle of November as well. So like we are kind of lining everything up for November, and hopefully the market conditions also get us really well as well.
Okay. How will you guys attract users after the public launch of the game?
Let's say some people say that like, why would I ever use DeFi Land to kind of spend some time when I can just go and just do all those stuff on Radium or Serum? So first of all, you have all the different platforms at the same place. Apart from that, you have all the different gamification elements. Like you have friends you can kind of do all the different. You have pets you can kind of take care of and different stuff. But the main thing about it is that we are having achievements and quests. So like if you have like if you do all the different stuff that you do normally on Radium or on Serum, you will be incentivized for doing like this in DeFi. And as I said, if you swap 10 times, you're gonna get the SRM coins. If you plant 10 times in different farms, you're gonna get the Radium coins. And like we will be bringing many different partner coins as well. And also like there will be DFL coins really heavily rewarded for the people who are actually participating into the game, like all the different tasks, like playing mini games, playing different kind of interacting, doing some farming, and doing all the different stuff, will get you the coins as well as like you will have a daily chance to get the drops of the different NFTs as well as the coins. So like there will be many different incentives to kind of explore DeFi Land and try. And like the thing is like it's free. Like you don't have to pay anything at all to use it. You don't have to kind of pay extra fee to do swaps or whatever. So like just kind of the same way as it is on the different platforms. We believe that it will be pretty good, well positioned for all the different people who know how actually DeFi works.
Kind of the size of your team and how your resources are located. Like who's behind your project? We'd love to hear more about who's building this project and where you guys are located, where you guys are from. Kind of just letting the general public know more information about you guys.
So yeah, for now we're as kind of anonymous team, even though like we're always interacting with the people in the chat or whatever who is actively following us. They know that we are always interacting with them. But definitely, we actually are planning to kind of get the talks, I believe, in 2022 for different regions. So like, we just kind of wanted to keep it private for ourselves for now to first gamify the kind of our avatars as well, and on the second part, like we just want to kind of fully focus on the game, like not to kind of worry about the private lives of ourselves and just fully focus on game development. That's why actually we first launched the game and then kind of asked for the raising some money or just kind of doing all the different public sale or whatever. We're just gonna show that we are really actually working and that we're gonna be continuing like this and even accelerate more. So the team behind the DeFi Land, to give a background check, we're coming from tech startup industry. All of the co-founders first graduated from one of the best math schools out there, and then went to the computer science bachelor degree, and we graduated from there as well, all of us. And then we have been working in the tech startup industry. We had two previous ventures, one in augmented and virtual reality in gaming, working on the smart glasses and their softwares and the applications for that. And on the second venture, we were working on the machine learning and computer vision company. We were working with AWS, NVIDIA, Microsoft HoloLens, Magic Leap, some really good names out there, and we have partnered with them. And we have been working on the kind of smart cameras, bring the smart camera system for everyone. And also we have been doing a lot of different freelance projects while in the university, working on Solidity as well for some projects. And we get into crypto in 2016, basically 2017, just trading with our own assets and just doing some kind of little coding on the Solidity. And then once Solana came more popular, like in 2021, it just caught our attention, and like we always kind of wanted to kind of shift to the blockchain as we are really big believers of Web3. And like that was the when the Solana hackathon was happening, that was the one of the best chances that we might ever could get. So we just went for it and we won there, and like the rest is history. Even though it's just the 3 months, 3.5 months, it just kind of feels like it's 3 years. But like definitely we're really happy that we made this shift, and we're gonna be kind of continuing to help the Web3 and the Solana and the entire blockchain get to the retail.
So I love to hear that you guys have a huge team building this. Seems like you guys are very qualified, and from what I've seen of the game already, it looks like it's well advanced. Something that like I kind of have a problem with in the DeFi gaming, NFT gaming space is a lot of these projects will release their NFTs first and then build later. And most people don't realize that most games take a very long time to develop.
Yep.
So it's nice and refreshing to see that you guys already have a closed alpha out and there's already testing going on. You guys already have videos of the game coming out.
Like to be honest, like I really appreciate that some people really don't get the why we did that, but like I'm really happy that you mentioned that, because like a lot of our investors as well were just kind of telling us to kind of go for it, kind of 10,000 generative NFTs, let's say, and just do, let's say, some different NFT drops and all different stuff. But like we personally thought that everyone is doing like that, and we thought that it would be really strong move to actually show the community that like we are not here just for to kind of do a crash grab basically and just leave. We're here to build, and we're just gonna show all since the day zero. We're just gonna build. Like everyone was asking for white paper since the day zero. Like we were saying, like we don't care about the white paper. Actually, we're gonna show you that what are we building, and that was the approach since the day one basically. And like we just gonna build the game first, even though like we didn't even have the white paper. Right now we have a light paper for sure, but like we built the game first. Like we believe that the kind of product first is the best thing you can ever do.
I love teams that are about building first and then building hype later. I think that's a really good way to go about it, especially when people will be committing money and investing money in what you're doing. Another question I had is, how will DeFi Land differ from other play to earn games that are coming out and that are already out today? What is your long-term vision for DeFi Land?
Yeah, basically that's a really good question. So the one that I mentioned since the beginning is that the, let's say, Axie Infinity is a really super cool and successful play to earn game. But yeah, that's the problem, that it's just a game at the end of the day, and people just play that to get the money, and like they just don't get any knowledge of DeFi or NFTs. And basically, it's like the DeFi. We really believe that in the future of DeFi and like the shift that will be happening from Web 2 and the banks or different centralized structures into the DeFi, we really believe in that. So I believe it would be really crucial to kind of teach the retail and kind of somehow get them on board, and the units some kind of place to kind of get all the information really easily. Maybe in the future can onboard the university, maybe in the future in the school, so you can teach all those different people. But that's the difference between us and different games. Like the DeFi Land will be the play to earn, plus it will be giving all the different tools to learn, actually to teach as well. We'll be having the podcast, the news, and all the different stuff at the same place with all the different protocols. And like it will be like really unique hub where you can kind of go and just gonna get all the everything you need about DeFi. And it will be cross-chain as well. There will be different plans for different chains. So that's really unique approach we have right now. It's gonna experiment. Like we cannot really say that's confirmed. Like it's gonna work 100%. We're actually the first movers, to be honest, on this space in this kind of this approach. So we are really innovators in an entire team. So we really believe in our expertise and our strength. So like we're gonna do all everything we can to see how it turns out.
It's definitely different from what's out there already, and it's interesting to hear how you guys will be looking to further innovate in the space, and that you guys really have such a strong emphasis on yield farming and DeFi. What is your opinion on the space, on the future of play to earn gaming, and where do you think the space is headed, and where do you think all NFTs are headed?
Yeah, so I believe that right now we are in this like in early 2000s or like late 90s, where all the different gaming projects on the Facebook or the web games were starting. So like I believe we're at the same stage of the blockchain game, but like we will be definitely accelerating like 10 times faster. It's like it will be going exponentially. So I really believe that the blockchain gaming is really the next big thing. Definitely, there will be a lot of scams. There will be a lot of different crash grabs and different stuff. But there will be some different quality projects coming as well. The thing that people really don't understand and like underestimate is that like people really are thinking about that the game, let's say, should be fully on chain. Let's say the next game, like the let's say League of Legends on the blockchain, is impossible because like it must be fully on chain. But like that's not the real reality. Like what you should do actually is you should combine and create a hybrid of a Web 2 and Web 3 to make the user experience the best. After several years, you may just kind of transfer more to Web 3, less to Web 2, but like you just kind of have to gradually transfer. You just kind of can't really go Web 3 from zero, like from Web 2 directly from Web 3, because like no one gonna follow you. So like we believe that you should use whatever Web 2 has really good and just gonna get whatever the Web 3 has really good. So we believe that there will be a lot of quality projects and quality games coming to blockchain gaming. And like if you're a game studio, like it's not even the worst to kind of build on mobile games and stuff like that. It's kind of going for NFT games can be really crucial. And I believe like the kind of inventory systems and all the different like the kind of items and everything will be happening on the blockchain in the future. So like that's my opinion. But like we're really bullish on the blockchain gaming for sure.
Yeah, I definitely am as well. It's such an interesting space, and everyone that's out right now trying to build something is definitely pioneers of the space. And as time goes on, we'll definitely all grow together, and things will only get better. How do you
We believe the same.
how do you feel about other competitors? Do you see them as a hindrance? They're trying to do something similar to you guys, because I know there's a competitor out right now, Solana Valley, that's looking to do a similar. They're trying to do a Farmville type thing. I'm not sure if they will be incorporating DeFi with that. But do you
Yep.
guys see competitors as a good thing, or what is your overall thing? What is your overall thoughts on that?
So like we are also always happy. Like we really love the open source, and like like open source basically brings the competition, and like that's what drives innovation, and like that's why this industry is developing so fast. So that's really great. So we are, to be honest, like we are really loving the competition, and like even though like the Solana Valley you brought, it's just gonna be the game about the farming style of game, but like not the stuff that we're doing. So for now we have several different competitors across different blockchains. Like there is a one on Harmony, I believe, a DeFi Kingdom, I believe that's the name, and like there are different ones, but they're some kind of taking a different approach. It's more like not the visual, like they aren't really taking the really good visuals, or they aren't really taking really good part on gamification, stuff like that. So our goal is to bring really good balance between gamification and DeFi, and like, so just create really good graphics, really good user experience, really good UI. It's like we're taking a slower steps, like this, making sure everything is done right. But definitely, we are really like if they will be. I believe there will be some more competitors coming soon. And like we're gonna be proving soon that that's the idea that must be developed for sure. Like there will be some more projects coming like this. Maybe some gonna be in 3D, maybe some gonna be in VR or AR, but stuff like that. But like there will be some coming for sure. And that's really actually the thing that you know that you're doing the right thing. So if you have some competitors coming, that means like you're winning. It's like there you have some followers, you're the leaders. Like we would really appreciate some more projects like us on Solana or on the other chains. It's actually proof that that's a movement, and like we are the leader, and like we would be really happy with that.
Yeah, I love your emphasis on this, because we definitely have competition on what we're trying to do with NFT Network, and I completely encourage it, because in the end of the day, the more competitors there are, the the more we're pushed to build what we're doing faster, and it drives the whole space forward faster and causes more innovation in the long run. So
Indeed.
I love that you guys are open to competition, and that's the same. That's a similar take you guys have on it as well.
Yeah, like the DeFi, if there was only one protocol or project on the DeFi, that it would be really. Imagine like there were only two major, like let's say Uniswap and SushiSwap, and like nothing else was kind of booming. Like that would be really bad for DeFi. It won't be developing this fast. The only reason why DeFi took off so fast was that like it was super easy to build your own protocol. It was super easy to kind of start your own project, and like that's a really good thing. Like if you want something to develop super fast, like you just have to have a lot of different competitors, and they can open source and like really healthy area to compete.
Definitely. Why do you think it's important to gamify decentralized finance?
So personally, I believe that the kind of learning all the different complex stuff is kind of really hard. And like if you just kind of go and watch some videos or just kind of read some articles, it just gets boring. It's not that effective. It just kind of, for some people, if they don't have some kind of really math oriented brain, or just kind of they haven't gone to the just kind of studying different kind of technical courses, like it's really hard for them. So like the gamification is the best thing to do actually to drive the retail adoption, as well as just to keep your already existing users happy, loyal, and active. So we think that as we kind of have done all different gamification projects previously as well, we know that it works really, really well. So we have done one project on the one of the biggest banks in our region for the gamification part, for just kind of incentivizing using the kind of banking features like the transfers, the credit cards, the debit card, and stuff like that, and it worked super. Like it had like really great results. Like we know that the like gamification can be really good in financial systems as well. And it just makes a lot of sense to go for DeFi because we are seeing a lot of different actions trying to kind of reach to the retail, kind of do some kind of easier apps to use or kind of create a really nice looking UIs for the websites, but like it doesn't really work as we see. So gamification is the answer as we believe, and we're gonna improve that for sure.
Will you guys be only releasing lending protocols and borrowing protocols that are built on Solana, or will there also be DeFi products from Ethereum and other projects?
Yeah, so basically the goal is to build the cross-chain. So for now, so we wanted to go cross-chain since the beginning, but we knew that we should kind of start small and kind of choose one to focus one to actually win that. So we chose Solana as Solana has super scalable infrastructure, so it was really easy for us to kind of build on even though like Solana doesn't really have the best environment to build because like the all the documentations are lacking, all the projects are in the alpha, like everyone's kind of developing their own themselves, like they don't have time for you. It's gonna was even like easier to kind of have some mistakes, kind of have some do some kind of easier pilot and kind of try all the different stuff. And once we kind of confirm that we are really fully ready, that we really found this thing that we are really building, then we're going to be moving to Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Terra, Polygon, and different kind of chains for sure to kind of build there as well and kind of definitely bring their users. It's like we don't want to be just in one blockchain oriented, even though we really love Solana. We want to kind of show the people that there are different chains and like there are some differences between this. So if someone wants to play that on Ethereum, you're welcome. You can do that. Like we will be definitely building on different chains.
That's awesome to hear that you guys are looking forward to the future of that.
Yeah, no, that it is super. It's exciting to hear all of that, and we as a team look forward to sticking by you as all of these features get released because they're obviously very exciting. A question that I had personally is that we understand that you guys are obviously very committed and spending a lot of time to making DeFi Land what you guys envision it being one day, and obviously that's something very big. But it's one thing to want to onboard as many mainstream users and have them adopt DeFi through gamification. That's a very exciting vision and thesis to have. But like, how are you guys going to position yourselves and market yourselves towards the mainstream person that has no crypto background? Because they're not gonna. I mean, there are a select handful of people that are going to see your game and fall in love with it so much to the point where they do go through learning how to set up, a Solana funded wallet and etc. or whatever the currency is, whether it's gotten to the point where you guys are playing on Ethereum. But what are you going to do to position yourself to the mainstream gamer or the mainstream person who, or maybe one day when you can connect your Phantom wallet or whatever your Solana wallet to your mobile device. Do you guys plan on maybe even launching on app stores if that becomes a possibility down the road? Like, are you guys preparing for people to be able to play, through their MetaMask browser if, you guys do eventually make it to Ethereum? Like, how is that going to? That's something that I was really curious about.
Yeah, that's a really nice question. Like, uh, we definitely are taking really good, careful approach on this one. How we actually onboard the retail users, how we reach to them. So like, there are several different stuff that we are doing. So first of all, is the definitely we're creating the mobile version of the DeFi Land. So like it will be integrated in the Phantom mobile app. Like the Soulflower is coming with the app, and it will be there as well. The MetaMask, the Slope wallet, and there will be like all the different wallets, mobile wallets will have default land in there. Like that's a one thing. It's like we will be definitely creating our own mobile game as well, going for App Store and the Play Store basically. the goal is that it's really hard to build the kind of game and kind of go with it, kind of all the regulations and everything that these kind of platforms have. But we definitely are taking, like, we're not making any mistakes with all the different wordings or all the different actions that we do. Like, we don't fall in kind of regulatory stuff in the future for, let's say, SEC or like anywhere. So like we have really strong legal team working with us on that part. So that's one thing. Another thing is like we have actually, like, most of the different projects are raising some funds from less than 10 investors. So like it's really hard to kind of, it's really hard job to kind of go and just kind of talk with all different people and kind of try to decentralize the cap table, like all your investors. But we actually did a lot of put a lot of effort in this one. So we got and we raised basically for from 50 plus more investors, basically like all the institutions, personal angel ones, some VCs and different people. That's the thing that we actually have decentralized the kind of cap table, and we're bringing all the different people into this our board. Basically, we have some people who are involved in retail advertisement, people who have done who have been in crypto for several years. We have different local kind of eco funds like the Korean, Chinese, Vietnamese, Brazilian. Like we have all the different people helping out with different regions. Like we have already translated game into more than 10 languages, and soon we'll be kind of issuing the game in more than 10 languages. Like it will be one of the first protocols on the project out there who has this much language support. Like no, everyone is just kind of building in English. And like if you don't know the English, like it's really hard to understand the DeFi or anything at all. So like we are kind of taking this approach as well, really carefully. And also last thing is that we really see that like if you want to reach the retail, you have to have some kind of go and just kind of start showing reaching out to them from since the beginning. Like we have many different people on the board who have the really close touch with universities and kind of college and the schools. So we will be trying to kind of go and just kind of have some kind of courses and kind of small demonstrations and all different stuff in different many schools across the world. Once we have way better product and way more better user experience and UI, and we'll be trying to kind of go to the different people and just kind of show that how easy it actually is to kind of learn all the different stuff and how big impact that can actually make on your lives instead of just kind of going to the bank and just kind of doing all the different stuff in the centralized finance, but actually going into DeFi and doing it actually yourself. So that's the main three reasons why the kind of goals what are we trying to do with the strategy of retail onboarding. But yeah, as time goes, we'll be hopefully adding some more, kind of bringing some new ideas for sure.
I think that's amazing, especially that you guys are kind of putting an emphasis on bringing this to the whole world, not just a select user base, by opening it up to every language and then providing the educational content as well. Because in the end of the day, this is an idea that could really teach millions of people financial literacy and how to get involved in DeFi, how to manage their money, and do it in a way where it's fun to play and it's easy to learn. You're learning while doing, you're not learning and losing money and then trying to go back to it later or giving up.
Yep.
I think that's an amazing thing what you're doing that has the potential to be very big. I wanted to ask one more question, and then we're going to open it up to the floor for anyone to come up and ask questions. So the one question I had was, will impermanent loss be a part of DeFi Land? And if you could explain it to the people who don't understand what it is.
So yeah, basically, we want to bring all the different features like that DeFi actually has. Like we don't want to close the impermanent loss and like kind of throw it off. Like it's actually the part of DeFi. So like we just want to have that as well. So actually, we have been asked by many different people from the community how we should visualize or kind of explain with all the animations how impermanent loss. So we have several ideas and kind of exploring that with the one of the different kind of all the different creators, content creators you might know about crypto. We are already working with them, so like we will actually are trying to get the best result. So I'm gonna kind of keep it private. Like if you're interested about the impermanent loss, what it is, just gonna stay tuned for some small time, and you're gonna see it in DeFi Land. So yeah, I'm gonna tease that part.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're gonna open up to the floor for questions. So we have one person already. I'm gonna let them up. Thank you for everything you've answered already. You're doing a fantastic job.
I appreciate the great questions.
Hey, Hip Hop, you want to come up and ask a question?
Yeah, I was just curious. Will this be like similar to you'll be able to buy plots of land and things of that nature? I've been trying to follow, but just want to get a little bit more refresh, update information as far as that's in regard.
So if I got the question right, so first of all, thank you for the question. So if I got the question right, if you will have to buy the land or something like that to play the game, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, like we have two different versions, V1 and a V2. So basically, all the different stuff that we have been talking today, it is about V1. So in V1 is fully free for everyone. You just need to kind of connect your wallet and just pay for transaction fees on Solana. Like there is no entry fee, or you don't have to have any NFT or whatever. So just gonna connect the wallet and that's it. So it's fully free. You can just get this experience for free.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Will those future plots of land that people can buy for other versions increase the yield that users can receive?
So basically, like we have, like for now, we are fully focusing on about the V1. Like we just have different kind of stuff set for V2, but like we're fully focusing on V1. In the V1, we're kind of having kind of freemium and premium versions of the game. You might like as people who know how actually like the different startups nowadays work, like for previous years, that's the stuff. Like we'll be having, let's say, several different NFTs. Let's say if you have this particular building in DeFi Land, which is NFT, then you're gonna get plus 3% on yield farming, or you have another building, then you're gonna get access to special mini games and quests. Like we'll be incentivizing kind of holding different NFTs. But like also in the V2, we'll be having some other kind of achievements and more kind of gamified incentives as well.
Very interesting. Does anyone else have any questions that wants to come up?
I have one more question, if you don't mind.
Oh, go for it.
Are you guys invested into the metaverse? I know that Facebook in the end of the month, they're actually going to announce that they're moving away from a social app and going to turn into a metaverse app. And they actually may even change the Facebook name. I was reading, but I was wondering if you guys were going to go into that realm. And
yeah, so basically we believe
I would
that
actually.
Oh.
I would actually possibly like to open up or create a record label in DeFi Land, if that would be possible.
Yeah, thanks for that question. So basically, so to kind of say several words about the Facebook moving to the metaverses, like people just don't really understand how big move is actually that the Facebook is moving to metaverses. That's like the one of the biggest news is that crypto has ever heard. So like we are really bullish on that part. Like it just means a lot for metaverses and all the kind of crypto industry. So, but definitely like for V2, that's the thing that we will be bringing the more kind of metaverse. Like you will have your land, and then you will be able to kind of have all different games, kind of attack different people, kind of form the unions, form the guilds, kind of do a united farming, kind of have all different army and different stuff. So that's the thing that we will be going for V2. So we really believe that kind of metaverse is kind of early for now. Kind of that's why we're just kind of taking the full target on the V1, and we just want to kind of make it perfect. And afterwards, we believe like maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, maybe in 5 years, who knows, there will be kind of metaverse coming more popular and like kind of more useful. So for now, we believe that we should make DeFi and NFTs more kind of useful for everyone, that everyone can understand, and then going to metaverses will make a lot of sense. The same with AR, augmented reality or virtual reality. Like everyone was thinking that the augmented reality or virtual reality will blow up in 2015, 2016, but like it's not that big of a huge deal, because like we have been working in this industry in the augmented reality and virtual reality. We know that it's really nice concept, but it's not for the retail right now. It's just kind of for fun. You can just kind of try it for several times, maybe in a year. That's it. Like the industry is not there for a retail approach. I mean, retail reach. So like everything has steps, and it will be developed by step. So definitely, we're really big fans of metaverses, and we believe in its future. But for now, we believe it's kind of early. But like we will be definitely going for it.
I agree with your sentiment that metaverses are very early, and it's going to be interesting to see how these DeFi games kind of integrate with metaverses in the future, and if there will be any that going to be hosted to an open world metaverse eventually. Solana Fiend, did you have a question?
Yeah, I actually did. I was curious. So, from my understanding about DeFi Land, there's going to be a coin associated with it, right?
Yep.
And do you guys know where that coin will be available for purchase yet, or is that still in the works?
So we have already as you might know, there was a kind of small public sale happening on the Solanium, but it was just kind of one part. So we will be having another platform. I'm not gonna say the name because we're waiting for announcement, but it's kind of confirmed. We'll be having the IDO on another platform soon in November. We're gonna announce in coming days, and then there will be the IEO platform as well. They're on the exchange as well. So it's kind of even bigger news. We're kind of waiting for that as well to announce. And basically there will be several exchanges that we're gonna get listing afterwards. So can't say the names, but definitely there are some already confirmed. And just gonna expect in the middle of November several different exchanges as well as all the different platforms on Solana where you can buy coins. We will be everywhere for sure.
How will the coin be integrated in game?
So yeah, DeFi Land, DFL basically will be the main currency in DeFi Land. Everything will be happening through DFL, the prizes, the entries, the NFT marketplace basically will be everything in DFL, sales, and all the everything. Let's say you have the currency you have in Heyday, let's say the currency you have in different games, that will be DFL. I believe we might at some point need to kind of create a second currency, let's say Axie Infinity has SLP and the Axie coin, because sometimes you need a one coin for more stable, let's say governance and more different stuff, but another one you need some for more kind of game related tasks. So but for now everything will be happening through DFL.
Is there any other questions that people have? If not, we will be looking to wrap things up shortly.
And if anyone else will have any questions, and you might come in several days, just feel free to come up to our Discord, Telegram. We are always there. All the team members are answering all the questions. You will be answered. Your questions will be answered for sure.
Well, it doesn't. Oh wait, we got someone. There we go. Welcome up, Liam.
Hi. So I was just wondering if you guys are gonna have a portfolio tracker or a crop tracker, so to speak, just to go over your weekly yields or things that you're losing on.
Yep. So for now, if you check the video, just gameplay, we already have the house building in the game, which is the kind of the portfolio management building where you see your portfolio, how it 24-hour change, all the different coins you have, the USD value, and all the different stuff. As well as we'll be soon adding the kind of yield management as well, kind of yield farming stuff in this building. Also, we already have the fiat on ramp as well. You can kind of directly deposit the from your credit card as well. So we have different. So house building is already on. So the portfolio management is already implemented, but we will be kind of making it more, adding some more features and kind of making it perfect for sure.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We'll let this go on for 10 more minutes. If anyone else wants to ask any questions. Soul Crystal, did you have anything to ask?
Hello. So yeah, I just maybe it's a technical question, and I don't know if it was answered or not. So is DeFi Land a web game, or it's also available for Android and iOS?
So yeah, for now it's a web game fully, but we will be bringing hopefully in 2022 we'll be bringing the mobile and iOS, the Android and iOS as well to kind of our own applications. But definitely in the early 2022 it will be available on different platforms like the Phantom Wallet and the MetaMask hopefully as well, and the Slope Wallet as well.
Okay, thanks. And maybe just one other question regarding the game engine that have been used to develop this game, if you
so first of all, we were using the kind of different JavaScript libraries to kind of frameworks to build the game, but then kind of since the beginning, but then we thought that for the scalability problems, it would be better to use some engine. So for now, we're using the Unity to build the game.
Okay, thanks.
Monkey.so, did you have a question?
Hey, yeah, I kind of had a general question. So I'll start off by saying I'm super excited for DeFi Land. When I was at the Solana conference in Chicago, I met the Saber co-founders. super cool people. But they were saying that there's gonna be a Saber NFT, and it's gonna be like on the tavern, you can buy it, or some crazy stuff like that. Some crazy sort of integration to DeFi Land in an awesome way. So I guess I'm just wondering if you guys could talk a little bit more about your NFT slash partnerships with other ecosystem projects outside of the yield farming aspect of things.
Yeah, like first of all, I believe like the Dylan and the founders have leaked some information, but yeah, definitely
Oh,
we
my
have.
bad.
But yeah, no worries at all. Like we definitely are looking for. So our goal is to kind of bring all the different nice projects on DeFi land, either the NFT or DeFi related. Like we really want to implement everything at DeFi land. So definitely we'll be implementing the Saber kind of pools and everything in the functionality as well. Like as well, we will bring the NFTs to the game. So like there is nothing kind of confirming all the details. Like we are having something in the works, but like nothing kind of to show off right now but about NFTs. But definitely there will be some kind of integration. So once you kind of do some task, then you're gonna get receive some kind of Saber NFTs, let's say, or let's say if you do some kind of another achievement, you're gonna get some other NFTs. Like we will be bringing NFTs like that, as well as if the NFTs are, let's say, the monkeys. So let's say if you have a Solana monkey business, and we are also like we're really close with them as well. If you have a Solana monkey business, and you connect your wallet to DeFi, and you're gonna see some monkeys running around doing some flips, and also like we might even kind of create some special side quests for Solana monkey business owners. So yeah, like definitely expect a lot of different integrations.
That's awesome to
Awesome.
hear.
Yeah, awesome to hear. Thank you very much. I guess one specific question, follow-up question I have on that is, I noticed you guys have all of your soundtrack, or a lot of your soundtrack, uploaded to Audius. Love the beats, very nice, cooling atmosphere, or whatnot. But I'm wondering if you guys are considering or contemplating like a deeper integration with like Audius API in some way, shape, or form.
Man, you have all the alpha or what? Like, definitely we actually like we are soon gonna be announcing like the integration of audios. Like we will be bringing the audios music to the Finland as well. So like you will be able to kind of have the kind of radio station where it kind of goes through the different channels and you kind of have like rock, alternative, or different kind of musics as well. So yeah, like audios implementation will be coming soon.
Oh, awesome, man. I did not know that, but that's really cool. Yeah, no, I mean, I just think it's just so cool. Like, a lot of us already have a tab open here with our, yield farms or whatever, and it would be so great to like, actually be the like have that be a fun experience, and like interacting with other people. Is there potential at all to like be able to visit each other's farms or lands or anything of that nature in the social aspect, or will we be like in our own little land?
No, man, come on. Like you said, another feature like which is coming in November. Like I'm not really believing that you know everything just like out of luck. Like I believe like someone is gonna give you some info or whatever. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, actually, like we will be introducing the edit mode. So like we already have the widget your neighbor or like widget. So you can paste the address or the domain name in this kind of search, and you can widget the land. So it's kind of already the functionality is done. Like we want to kind of bring the edit mode first. Like you kind of reallocate your map. You can choose and can decorate the way you like, and then with this function, we will be bringing the widget to your friend or whatever, and you will be able to kind of leave the message to them as well. So kind of on the board, so you can kind of just kind of go and just kind of leave the messages as well. So that will be happening soon. The November is kind of the major update will be coming in November. So like that will be one of the features as well.
Bro, this is so cool. I mean, honestly, you guys should talk to like Monkey DAO or like Thug DAO or some of these DAOs that have like
No,
NFT
stop,
DAOs.
man. We just had the idea. Like we just gonna reach out to Makido. Like we were reaching out to Makido like basically yesterday. Like that's not even funny now.
Oh,
You
amazing.
basically you're saying all the different stuff we're doing.
Yeah, I love how you
That's
guys are
crazy.
looking to integrate with other projects. I think it's a big thing that will carry all NFT projects forward. Is if all projects
Yeah,
are finding ways to integrate with each other and kind of collaborate with each other. Because at the end of
Yeah,
the day, we're all building on Solana. And then of the day,
yeah.
we're all pushing Solana forward, and we're on the same ecosystem together. So I really
We're here for
appreciate that
that.
you guys are doing that.
Yeah, definitely. We're here for that. Like we want to kind of help all different projects out. Like we don't have like for our kind of clout or whatever. We're just kind of here for kind of help the ecosystem and kind of do the best for the users. Like definitely, we are valuing the quality project, and we'll be helping them as much as we can for sure.
Yeah, the one thing I was just gonna say on the Monkey DAO is, I think it'd be so cool if you got one of these DAOs with like quite a bit of royalties or whatever, and they don't really know where to allocate their funds. You should have them like, hey, like you could farm stables on your plantation that we got, like that's fully decked out, and
Mm.
all your DAO members can visit or whatever and see their money grow or something like that. It'd be really cool, I think, to
Yeah,
visit
yeah,
to visit
yeah.
one like that.
That's a really nice idea. Like that we haven't really thought about that. So like that's a really nice one. So we have actually like idea board, like really filled up with different ideas, but like this one is really nice as well. But definitely we want to kind of bring all the different DAOs to DeFi Land. Like the different DAOs will have the different buildings where they will have the kind of voting stuff and like all the different stuff that they need. So kind of they just kind of come to DeFi Land, just kind of can go to the kind of voting building once the time is coming, and just kind of cast your votes and different stuff. But definitely we will be trying to kind of add as many functionality as we can for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me up here. I'll give my speaker position up, but thanks.
Awesome. Thanks for all the questions.
Does anyone else have any other questions? It looks like that's about it right now. So we're going to wrap things up here. I want to give a huge shout out to DeFi Land. I'm very excited for what you guys are building. I know everyone here is excited to see what's to come of the future. If you or any friends kind of missed out on this and want to re-listen to this space, we will be releasing this space as a podcast directly on the Audius platform. It should be out in the next day or so. So I just want to thank you guys again. I'm very excited and happy for you guys to all be here. Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate that, and I appreciate inviting me here. It was really, I received all the different nice questions. I'm really happy to be here. And yeah, just kind of 1 hour just went super fast, and like I really enjoyed this one. And yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate your time, and have a great day, everyone.
Have a great day,
Yeah,
everyone.
thank you so much, DeFi Land, for being our first guest on our weekly segment of AMAs that we will be trying to be hosting on a periodic basis. We really appreciate you taking the time, along with everyone else that decided to participate in this space. So thank you guys very, very much.
Awesome. Have a great